It was a nice wee planting job to start the morning, then it was back to graft straight away. I'll not lie, but I could get used to that type of gardening there. Unreal it was. But aye, bit of planting. So I arrived at my fortnightly client this morning and she had a boot full of plants for me. She was like, get them in the ground, son. I was like, no bother. She was like, I just want to see some colour, she says to me. And I says, okay. Because them primroses are nice. They really are. They're quite small, like, but dotted about, they make a difference. They do brighten up the borders here. And that's the start, really, isn't it? That's the start of spring. Starting to see some nice colours coming through. And I'm sure she'll have more for me when I come back in a few weeks' time. This is pretty good, you know, this wee job. I like it. So we've got a front lawn here. That's going to be nice to mow. I've only picked this job up recently. I haven't mowed her lawn yet, but it's going to be a nice one to mow. I know it is. And then she's got these borders here. So these borders run the whole way along the lawn. They're quite long, and I came here must have been a month ago, and they were full of weeds. I weeded them, got them back to square one. Here's me sitting down from a wee coffee and chat with her. This is our routine now. But yeah, we're planting away. Cyclamen now we've got, and the cyclamen are going in our back. So the cyclamen are going in there, in that little border. And I just worked away a plant. I was loving it, honestly. It was so nice. It was like, it wasn't even work really. It was relaxing. I loved it. And then we got Skimmia as well. So Skimmia went on our wee patio area. She just wanted it in that pot there. And they do well. They don't really, they never give you much bother them. They look after themselves. That's my favourite type of plant. Plants that are just, consistently reliable, don't need much fuss, look after themselves, no bother. Love it. So yeah, Skimmia in the pot, and then there was a viburnum as well. Stuck that in the pot for her too. First job of the day done. Jesus, that was lovely doing a bit of planting, man. What a nice break from clearing and tidying up. But it was just a few primroses. We got a Skimmia and what was that? Viburnum as well. Viburnum in the back, and then a few cyclamens. And we had a nice coffee with a customer, had a chat and stuff. And there's a little tree out here in her front garden. I'll show you now that she wants to take it out of. But yeah, she wants rid of it, so we'll do that for her in 2 weeks' time. But that's that visit sorted anyway, and now we'll go back to the graft now. We'll go back to the garden clearances, so we'll head there now. It's only about 15 minutes away for this job. Here's the tree I'll be back to take out. It's just one of those wee goat willows, with a nice shape. She's fed up with it, wants rid of it, and I'll bring her some grass seed as well. But on to the next one. So this is a garden I've been working in for a couple of days here, and we're working on getting it back to a point where the guy has to do no maintenance because, certain things have happened. He can't look after the garden anymore, and he just needs some help. So let's get this back into some shape for him. And it's been a good wee job. This bit of graft, no complaints. And, I found an area of the garden that I didn't even know existed, honestly. Because I'd give him a quote for the area that I could see. But beyond them brambles, whenever I first came, I couldn't even see what was behind it. So it says, look, this is what I'm going to price for the bit of the garden that I can see. And then, if it's not too bad behind all that bramble, just chuck it in. But it was bad behind all the brambles. So it was a separate job. And here's what it looks like now. So all those shrubs are trimmed. You've got those laurels and euonymus. They were really satisfying. That privet hedge trimmed and levelled and brought back so you can actually see the whole garden. Borders brought back as well the whole way around, and then a path cut through the middle of those shrubs because they'd just grown over the path completely and joined the cotoneaster and the different laurels there. Found an angel. But job done really, to be honest with you. So he was in the pub whenever I had finished, so I had to go to the pub and collect the money. It looked like a drug deal. It was a good job I was wearing the fucking work trousers and all that crack. But anyway, see you in the next one.